Okay, as you can see, in the last 24 hours, we got this move down in Algorand, and in this video, I'm going to check out now this whole move right in here and tell you why this is actually a bullish possibility and there is just nothing to be worried about, and right around these areas might actually be a great buying opportunity. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones, and if you remember, the last time that we talked about Algorand, we were somewhere around, I believe, these areas, and I was saying, look, we can actually have a bullish possibility in here. This can be considered as a 1 and a 2, which suggests that the next move is going to be a decent one on the upside into wave 3, 4, 5, and on a higher degree, is actually going to be into a larger degree wave 3 in here, and then 4, and then 5. And we also said every scenario should have a very important invalidation point, and it's going to be taking this low about, let's say, 37 cents. So what happened? We didn't unfortunately get a move up. Instead, we got a move down, and in it, we took this low. And the moment that we did that, our bullish scenario starting from this point in like very, very short term got invalidated, and we just continued our move on the downside for another 20%. Now, I want to be very clear. Our bullish scenario just in the short term in here got invalidated. Overall, I fully believe the bottom in Algorand in the long term is in, and this whole move down is just going to be part of the bullish process, and overall, we are just dealing with a correction structure. You see, before this move down, I was saying maybe from here to about this low, we are having a WXY potentially in form of a double zigzag. Now, if our move down in algo is going to end soon, then okay, I think we can safely say this is actually another probably A, B, C to about here, or maybe a bit lower, doesn't really matter a whole lot. And also, this is an extremely clear zigzag on the upside, something like this. And now, instead of a WXY in form of a double zigzag, we can have two different possibilities. Either this is still a WXY, but now in form of a zigzag followed by a double zigzag, and this is going to be our second WXY, something like this. Or maybe we are just going to have a WXYZ in form of a triple zigzag. Let's just delete the waves in here, excuse me. There we go. This is W, this is X, this is our wave Y, and this is going to be our final move down in form of a zigzag into our wave Z, which suggests that our move down in Algorand either it's over or soon is going to be over. And the reason that I say this is because of the higher time frame structures. You see, if you are a new viewer, I should tell you that these lines are based on Elliott waves. And if you want to argue that, for example, we're going to have our final bottom around here, maybe this is like a very important support area, then okay, we must be able to find off of the lowest low in this region a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of impulsive structure, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave, and for subwaves, you know it if you are a regular viewer. We must have 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5, and for wave 2 and 4, we can have different possibilities. Let's say ABC down into wave 2 and the WXY into wave 4. Now, here is a very important point, and I need you to pay full attention to what I'm about to say right now. You see, whenever wave 2 is going to be a relatively deep correction, instead, wave 4 is not going to be that deep, but it is definitely going to take its time, and it's going to take longer than our wave 2. This is not a rule, but it is usually the case. Understood? Okay, now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. So let's actually go on daily time frame. Okay, what do we have starting from the highest side in here, about $3.50, down to the lowest low, about, let's say, 8 cents. I think this is an extremely clear ABC zigzag, which means that some sort of a bottom is going to be in. Also, what do we have off of the lowest low? a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, as you can see, with all the subwaves, and followed by that a corrective movement on the downside, which makes it an extremely bullish setup, because you can definitely say, look, on a higher degree in Algorand, we are having a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and at the moment we are on our way to complete the subwaves for a huge wave 3, and then we're going to have a correction for another move up into wave 5. And I think this is actually just the beginning of completing the subwaves for our wave 3, and we're not even in the middle of this thing. Okay, that's why I am so optimistic in Algorand, because in terms of technical analysis and in my field of work, Elliott Waves, we are having just the best structures that we could ever ask for. And in terms of fundamentals, first, I would highly suggest just do your own research, come up with your own conclusion. But I have done mine. I think Algorand is going to be a big player in the next 5 to 10 years. And they are doing a fantastic job, especially when it comes to stablecoins. So fundamentals, great. Technical analysis, specifically Elliott Waves, looking magnificent. That's why, in my opinion, any kind of move down in Algorand is just going to be a corrective movement, and our bull run not only is not over yet, but also this is just the beginning. Now let's go on maybe H4 time frame and see what is happening. So we said at the moment we are on our way to complete the subwaves for a huge wave 3, and we can have different possibilities for it. I can tell you, maybe this is going to be a 1, 2 decent move up into wave 3, and the current move down is a correction for 4, and after it's over, well, we're going to get another big move up into wave 5. Is this scenario possible? Yes. Is it likely? Maybe, but I think we can have a better possibility, and here is the reason for it. Let's just see what is going on in our supposedly wave 2 and use Fibonacci tracement. There we go. If you want to say that the end of our wave 1 is going to be in here, then okay. For our wave 2, we had a decent retracement around the 78% level, which in my book is definitely a deep correction structure. Now, what about our wave 4? Let's just put the Fibonacci starting from here to about this side. As you can see, according to Fibonacci tracement, at the moment, we are somewhere around the 61.8% of the Fibonacci tracement level, which I do think that now this can be considered as also a relatively deep corrective movement. But if you remember earlier in the video, I said whenever wave 2 is a deep correction, instead wave 4 is not going to be that deep and it's just going to take some time. So what's happening in here? Well, again, that wasn't a rule and a must, but I think we can say, well, okay, how about a series of 1-2s going on in here? Meaning this can be from here, a 1, 2, and then we're going to get a big move up into wave 3, and then 4, and then 5, and this white 5 wave up is actually going to be into a larger degree wave 3, and then we're going to get correction for another huge move on the upside into wave 5. And at that point we can say, well, okay, odds are that this red 5 wave up is going to be into that larger degree wave 3 that I showed you earlier, and I think it's definitely possible for Algorand to, in this phase, set an all-time high and take the highest side around, let's say, $3. And by the way, just because I put the end of this wave 5 to somewhere around $30 doesn't mean that we're gonna go there. No, this chart at the moment is on logarithmic scale. That's why the price tags look a bit odd, okay? The fact that I put the end of wave 5 somewhere around $30 doesn't mean that we are going to reach to those insane numbers, at least in this cycle. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. In my opinion, in Algorand, there is just nothing to be worried about, and also the current move down is not very specific for Algo. No, in a lot of altcoins, we had some big moves on the downside, and in terms of whether we can say our move down is over or not, I think it's a bit too soon to decide, and we might actually get some more low lows coming in. However, I want you to remember this whole move down overall is just going to still remain as a corrective movement, and after it's over we are going to start the next phase of the bull run, and we can have in this phase, maybe about a 3 to even 400% move on the upside. That's why I am so bullish in Algorand, and in terms of fundamentals, I am also extremely optimistic. From my point of view, this is just a normal move down in an alt season. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algorand's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.